Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, patch 2.1 is live. It doesn't seem to be any kind of news post yet. I guess it's coming soon. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk through the patch notes. And there's going to be some stuff in here that perhaps we haven't seen already. And then we're going to go through the different elements of the patch and see what we think. So, let's get up the patch notes. If anyone doesn't know, I've seen these posted in Discord, so basically they're on the official Raid Shadow Legends forums, but we go through it here, and then I'll post a link to it at the bottom of the video as well. So, gold bars and the Bazaar, they're live, guys. I was just talking to some of the guys on my stream. It wasn't meant to be a stream. I hit go live by mistake, but anyway, we thought we'd have a chat through some of this stuff. Basically, it's saying here the Bazaar is live. We'll go in and have a look in the game in a minute. Bronze slots are open to anyone, while higher tiers will open immediately as soon as you reach the required tier. But again, they'll close down if you fall back out of that tier. So bronze is only open to bronze people, silver to silver, silver to anyone above, and then gold to anyone above. So you if you're in gold, you can open the whole shop. Items at the Bazaar have a cooldown. Perhaps we'll see if we can see what that cooldown is today. I'll see if I can get enough gold bars to do something. See what the cooldown looks like. They've got a player limit coming in here, guys. We're going to have a little look through what this means in a minute. But that is probably going to be the talk of the town. Why can't we get through a patch without the talk of the town coming out? New accessories are live. Nothing's changed here. Oh, has it? Let's see. 8% chance to remove. So these were stacking in previous patch notes. I can't see that it says it stacks, but I guess it still does. I think it's 8% per item. So if you had 3, it'd be 24%. And this one is 5 per item. So if you had all 3 matching, it would be 15%. But basically, you've got here on the first set an 8% chance to remove 1 random debuff. I think that's quite cool. I think that's a reasonable kind of set accessory. 5% chance to prevent a skill going on cooldown after use. I think that's changed. That was the chance to cool down a skill that had already been, or so get a skill back that had already been used, I think. I don't know if the terminology's changed a bit there. So it's basically saying if you use your big hitter, there's a 5% chance you're just going to be able to use it again straight away next turn. Could be busted this. It could be a bit crazy. The special effect from these accessories stack if multiple are worn. Yeah, okay. So you can get up to 15%. It's quite a high number to get your big skill just not going on cooldown. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of a good buff, but maybe a bit too RNG heavy. You know, all of a sudden you get like a double speed boost, or you get double Rotus A3 going off. It can be pretty busted, I think. Champion fragments are now in the game. We can check that out as well. Looks like the only one that's in the game right now is Hoarding. And I wouldn't suggest people go out of their way to try and get him. So we'll see what happens with this in the future. Right now, each champion needs 100 fragments. You can always collect more if you want to, I guess, to get like a dupe version. Champion fragments can't be sold, swapped, transformed, or transferred into another champion. You can get champion fragments from events and tournaments. That's where they're going to be coming up. They're not live yet that I've seen. Daily logins are up. We're going to check that out as well. Tag Team Arena improvements. There's a whole bunch of stuff in Tag Team Arena. Just some like visual fixes and stuff like that. Added in tiers. We can check that out. Fixed a bug that resulted in opening champion info from chat. Yes, it's a whole bunch of fixes and stuff. That's fine. There is some interesting stuff in the champion fixes. Now, some of it feels like it's not in the game yet. I can't see it, but we'll see. We'll test some of it out. So, this is where you find some interesting little changes, which perhaps they've not talked about. So, the lag that occurred during reflect damage is fixed. Okay, unkillable buff no longer gets removed prematurely. Fine. Skills that ignore the unkillable buff, for example, Rotus, with his A3, will now ignore the unkillable buff only if those skills inflict enough damage to kill the target from the skill itself before something like a Warmaster roll comes in. I think it was doing that anyway. This is an interesting one. So Tormund the Cold will now only place a freeze debuff if the enemy receives a buff. What? I don't really know what they're saying there. If the enemy receives a buff. It's kind of what was happening before. I'm not sure what this fix is. If they're saying it's no longer going to happen when there's a speed increase, a turn meter change, that certainly has not changed in the game. In the game, it does not read like that right now. So maybe that's something that's going to change. What else have we got here? Tormund the Cold will now ignore all mastery effects. That's good. Lightsworn's indomitable skill can now be used manually in clan boss battles after the 50th turn. Okay. Does that mean that you can go past 50 turns now? Or maybe did it just? I don't know what that bug was actually. I've not seen that before. Comment below, guys, if you know what that's about. It'd be interesting to know. This is all kind of normal stuff. Arbiter now won't do the kind of silly attack on the level 1 minion. That's quite good. Elhain's now got an extra 15% chance of inflicting a crit with her Ascended Lightning Arrow. That's very cool. That means that she's only going to need 70% crit in her build. That makes her more viable as a starter champ. I've been using her for my free-to-play account, so that's interesting. I'll be trying that out. Mortu now correctly places Block Revive when killing an enemy with the Peril skill when War Master is used. Okay. This is one for me that's interesting. Dracomorph and Baron will now attack all remaining enemies with any surplus damage if their default skill kills the target. So again, at the moment, the wording has not changed for Draco's A1. So I don't know if this is a fix or if it's a change to the skill. At the moment, the skill reads exactly the same. We'll test it out and see if it does the same thing as it used to. I don't think there's anything else. Fixed a bug that caused Cantra's HP bar to indicate an incorrect amount. So it looked like she just fall dead. Actually, there was just a visual bug on how much HP she had left. So that is now fixed. Okay. The new champs can't be summoned from Sacreds. Seeing if there's anything else here that's interesting. Start from level 16. The progress of the Beat the Demon Lord clan achievement will now be calculated correctly. Okay. Don't know what that one is. Okay, I think that's probably about it. So let's get into the game. Let's have a look. So first thing, let's check out the daily login rewards. So I'm now on day 181. I'm only like 18 months or something into the game. I don't know, 15, 16 months. We start off with a level 4 chicken. What else have we got here? I mean, for this level of game, I suppose it's 3 level 3 chickens. Maybe it's not so bad. This is okay. This is nice. I like these 500 energy day drops. Kind of wish there'd be perhaps a bit more glyphage going on. At this stage, if you're at 180 plus, perhaps some level. This could be okay. Level 5 gear. Level 5 gear. If you're at 180 plus, you're probably not on level 5 gear anymore. It should be level 6 gear. 10 brews, come on. 1 void shard. 50 gems. The gems are always so stingy. I think what's weird, so they'll give away 500 energy, but 50 gems. So 50 gems is basically 130 energy. It's like they've got a weird calculation going on at the moment with gems that they make them feel like they're worth way more than they are. 3 keys coming as a package. You don't want any of that going on. This feels pretty average to bad for day 180 to 210. Pretty average to bad. We've already done a kind of check of these champs. This champion actually looks kind of cool. Double hitter, heals all allies by 3% of this champion's HP. Decrease speed here. And decreases the damage of all allies. For an epic, I think she's going to be reasonable. Nothing crazy, but pretty reasonable. Day 240 on, or 210 to 240. Kind of more of the same, really. More of the same. There's nothing that stands out to me there as proper sexy, but then it is only daily login reward, so I guess, should it be? Should it be really sexy? It's okay. We're getting some extra stuff, I guess, and it's coming through again. This guy, I'm not sure about the face. What's the face? It looks like a bit of a wax model, this guy. Awesome hammer, though. The hammer looks really great. Really cool. So, crush the Mangler. Got Leech on his A1, which I like. AoE, decrease attack, and decrease crit damage, which I like. AoE again, places continuous heal on allies. And an extra one if he crits. I like this guy. I think this guy's going to be cool. I think it'll be a good clan boss champ. Decrease attack on a 4-turn cooldown, so he can't be your main decrease attack champ, but I think he's pretty cool. And Ogren Tribes, defense in faction crypts is kind of nice as well. Yeah, I think he'll be pretty good. And then the last one, then we do start to see the 2 sacreds. That's good. Void. This is more like it. This is more like it. Shards, chickens, books. Still, have we got any legendary books in here? In the full extra bunch of days, not a single legendary book. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why they wouldn't just throw in, 1 million silver, 500 gems, a legendary book. Like, make it just a bit juicier than what it is. Let's check out the Bazaar. So, Tag Team Arena Bazaar, down here. So, I've done 1 battle, and I am currently in Silver 1. 1 battle, I won all 3 rounds, and I got 66 gold bars. So, it's going to take me, call it 20 battles. I'm going to lose a few, I guess. Call it 20 battles to get myself a Ancient Shard. It's going to take me about 200 battles to get a Void Shard. So we're doing 10 a day. So that's 20 days to get a Void Shard. Am I doing the maths right on that? 66. So I get 600 a day, let's call it. 600 a day. 10 days would be 6,000. 20 days would be 12,000. Yes, it's going to take me a good 20 to 25 days to get a Void Shard. 20 or so days at full winning to get an Epic Skill Tome. So basically once a month you can get one of these rewards. What's this one here? Contains a random accessory. So each of these are just the different accessories, is it? We might have to do that in a second. And then if you're in gold tier, 30,000 for the sacred. I'd imagine it's going to scale up. So I know that for bronze tier, for bronze 1, you get 5 per win. So 15 per overall victory if you get 5 wins. 150 maximum points a day. So you can get a couple of brews in 2 days. You can get some energy once a week. I feel like the numbers of bars is actually not terrible. I feel like it could be worse than it is. A book, 2 books every 2 months. 3 books every 2 months is not terrible. It's not brilliant, but it's not terrible. I think it could have been worse. You still can't get into the silver category if you're a bronze player. Now, the worst thing for me, which makes no sense in my brain, is that they've capped out each of these different levels. So only, 10,000? What's this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 10,000 people will ever be in gold in the whole game. So this part of the shop is only open to 10,000 players. I mean, what? Only 10,000 players have got the opportunity to earn a legendary skill tome. It's like, what are you thinking with that? Only 10,000 players in the whole game have got the opportunity to buy a sacred. these shouldn't be behind a paywall like that. A sacred shard, it's honestly not that good. You know, I just don't get it. I don't get the thinking of it. Let's do a couple of battles and let's buy up one of those accessory packs and just see. Let's see what the cooldown is, and then let's see what goes on. It's just bizarre to me, guys. I feel like some of the stuff is just bizarre that they do. So I'm going to skip on. I'll get these couple of fights done, and then I'll show you what the accessories look like. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got 260 points. Let's buy one of these accessories and see what's going on. So I got a 4-star accessory. It's got a 2-day cooldown. I'd be interested, guys, comment below if you bought one of these. Was yours 4-star? Was it 5? Could it be 6? This one's randomly undead hordes, randomly attack ring. So, I mean, that one will just be a straight sell. That's the reality of where we are with how long it's going to take to get relevant stuff out of these rings and that. So it's pure RNG again, as ever. But that's a straight sell, yeah. But I'd be interested to know if other people got anything different to that. So the Bazaar, guys, I mean, it needs work. It shouldn't be locked to everyone like this. We shouldn't have tiers that only accept 10,000 people into the top area. You've then got another, 25, 35, 45,000 that go in silver. So you've basically got 55,000 players that can get anything above level 3 chickens and ancients. Are you telling me that people in the top area of that bronze, are you telling me that there's only 55,000 people in this game that desperately need the epic skill tome? This should replace this, and this down here. In bronze, let people get at least epic skill tomes, and then bring the sacred down into here. And then, just pack this out with guaranteed 5 or 6-star accessories or something. I don't know. It just, anyone who's spending money or the Bazaar gold on rank 3 chickens, you're a lunatic. Same with silver. It's a terrible investment. 50,000 silver is worth 1 spider run. 1 level 15 plus spider run is 50,000 silver. So if you get 300 energy and you can do, 20 spider runs? The numbers just don't add up. A rank 3 chicken is never worth the same as this. I guess a rank 3 chicken maybe is the same as an ancient shard sometimes. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Don't know. It's a pretty... I mean, I'm pleased we got a Bazaar. I'm pleased that something's moved on a touch, but just feels a bit lackluster as a patch, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super excited by it. I think the arena mode anyway, they're just tripping themselves up every time we see these type of limitations. They trip themselves over again. We do have some additional rewards for finishing and getting promoted or finishing in that bracket at the end of the week. 1900. It's a book. If you finish higher level bronze, I guess that's actually not bad. That's not bad. I'll tell you here how many gold bars you get. So actually, top area of gold, you're going to be getting 45 per victory. So 130 per victory. 130. So what's that? 130 on 30,000. Let's do the maths. So you're going to need to get 230 clean sweep victories in the highest area of the arena to get a sacred shard. So it's basically a month. It's a month of clean sweep winning to get a sacred. I just don't get it. I just don't get when you compare it to the rewards you can get in Clan Boss, it's just nowhere near. It's always been the same for the original arena. They pushed the same thing into tag team. It gets to the point where you're like, well, I just don't know if I can be bothered to do it. I don't know if I can be bothered to do it for those sort of rewards. I don't know. Leave a comment below, guys. What do you think? I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you later.